Well, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Tuesday Motivation and Conversation. Listen, it's been a minute. There's a lot been going on. We had the election and so forth and so on. So many things have been happening, but I wanted to make sure that we were back on track. And one of the things that I think is pertinent in this time and in this season is I continue to talk about your vision, your life. And so tonight, I'm just kind of in that same vein of nurturing your vision. It is so important that, as individuals, as creatives, as believers, as professionals, all of the facets of life, that we zero in on what it is that we have been given fundamentally to do. What is our call? What is our purpose? Um, my coach made this statement among a lot of different things, but the line that got me was there are things you can do, but there are things there's a thing and things you are called to do. And so a lot of times we're focusing more on what we can do than what we're called and purpose to do, when what we're called and purpose to do is there as our lane to flow in, which provides the vision. It is the catalyst for where we go. We have those four phases of vision that I talked about. That overarching piece is the futuristic piece, meaning the call and purpose part. You were born to do a thing. The end result at the end of that vision realization or revelation is that called and purpose part. Then you envision, what does that look like? What does that result look like in the envisioning part? And then you have the provision part. How do you prepare yourself to yield what it is that you saw? So that's why you have to keep seeing what you saw, because if you can't see it, you can't see it. And so it's important that you also get to the third phase, which is division. What's essential, what's not essential. How do I evolve? What it is that I need to do to restructure where I am. Every year there are things that you need to shift and change. Every decade there's a shifting. And in this time, and every 3 months, every 90 days, something's happening differently. And so it's just like within the next 60 days, 90 days, we will have a transition of power in our country, where that's going to affect a lot of us in a lot of different ways, some impacted more so than others. But what's important is where you are. So that's where the phase four comes in, and that's the revisioning. How do you position yourself? How do you reposition yourself for where it is that you need to be and what it is that you need to be doing in this time and season? And how are you preparing for that? How is it that your vision is going to go forth? Everybody's working on theirs, and the government's going to do what the government's going to do. But at the end of the day, we got to make sure that we're paying attention and that we're prepared to do the things that we're called and purpose to do. And believe you me, he's done it. God's done it before. He's going to do it again. But we have to be prepared. We have to be praying. We have to be alert. We have to be self-aware, and we have to make sure that we have good self-direction and good self-leadership so that we can propel ourselves forward for this time and this season. So I wanted to just talk a little bit about nurturing your vision. And that's important because it's just like a baby. How we take care of our babies when they're 0 to 12 months is different than how we take care of them when they're 2 to 4 years old, right? There's seasons and there are times and shifts and changes. How they eat at from 0 to 12 months is not how they eat from 2 years old to 4 years old. And then once they become children and they're between 5 and 8, 5 and 10, it's a different type of nurturing for them. And then when they begin to be adolescents and teenagers, there's a total different shift. Um, and then, of course, once they get into young adulthood, it's a whole different horse of a different color when it comes to how you are teaching them, how you're training them, how you're preparing them. It's totally different. It's no different than your vision. Your vision is your baby. You rock it the way you want to rock it. You wrap it the way you want to wrap it, because at the end of the day, it's yours and yours alone. Um, Nobody else can do what your vision is. I don't care if there are 10 stylists on the same street in a 20-mile radius. Uh, at the end of the day, each one of those stylists are different. Each one of those stylists have a different technique. Each one of those stylists will draw different people. And the results of each of those stylists will be different because they're all unique in their craft and what God has given them to do. It's the same for you and whatever it is that you do. So I want to encourage you to make sure that you're taking the time to nurture your vision. It has been my quest the last several weeks to really be just thinking about, journaling about, notating, brainstorming, and really focusing in on my vision and where it is that I wanted to thrive in 2025 and how it is that I wanted to thrive in 2025. And so it's important that you do the same thing. And so I wanted to encourage you to make sure that you are caring for and that you are, number one, caring for yourself, making sure you have balance in your life as much as possible. Make sure your peace is protected because that's important. Because when there is space for your peace and there's a balance there, it helps you to think more clearly. It helps you to be more creative. It helps you to really be more innovative on the cutting edge for whatever it is that you're doing. And so that encompasses, your personal and your professional life. Be more intentional about what it is you're doing and how it is you're doing. And I'm not just rattling off words, but I'm sharing my own experience. And so as we go, through the various things in life, it's important that we assess appropriately where we are and the things we need to do. And as opportunities come to us, that we take advantage of those opportunities in a way that it helps us to propel forward and helps us with personal development. I have what's called the Vision Room. The Vision Room is a coaching and mentoring group, a coaching and mentoring program. And for the last almost 2 years, it's coming up on 2 years, April of 2025. I'm so excited. It is in its infant stage and it has been a blessing. It has been consistent, and I'm grateful for those persons that I've been given to serve. And I want to encourage you, if you're in this place and you need what the Vision Room is offering, to make sure that you tap in. Now it's going to shift at the top of 2025, so now's a good time to get in. For the current rate, it's $49 a month subscription. And of course, you stay in as long as you like or as short as you like. But there's a core group of people that have come and they've stayed and they have grown and they have been going from level to level. And they've been making some wonderful, wonderful progress and completing projects and things of that nature, getting clarity, understand their vision. We talk about structure, strategies, and systems in this group. We talk about vision, what that looks like, how to build out your vision, the vision methodology, how to prepare yourself, documentation, presentation. We talk about application when it comes to the vision, manifestation of the vision, implementation of the vision, demonstration, how you embody the vision you've been given, and how appropriately to apply yourself so that you can get yourself to executing your vision and what you've been given to do. What we have done, those fundamental basics, various strategies such as the Ruth strategy, the Esther strategy. We talked about different things such as presentation, grace, and character. We talked about making sure that you see yourself in a way that is appropriate for the lane that God's given you to flow in. And so all of these things have been foundationally important for helping people to understand where they are, what their vision is, and how to move forward in it. And so in 2025, we're bringing on a new Engage in Peace where there is personal development to help you prepare. And I say it's all about private preparation so that there is good public presentation. And so that's going to be the vein. So there's another level, another notch we're putting in the belt for 2025. And I'm so excited to be able to share it, to be able to give it, to be the coach, the mentor, and the consultant here, as well as a personal developer to help you and train you to get you to that next place. And a lot of people have really amazing gifts and they're gifted, but that preparation and getting it together and using all the tools sometimes needs some hand holding and you need some help. You need somebody to help you prepare yourself for that piece. And so that's what we're going to be doing in the Vision Room. So that's going to be a different level in 2025. So I would encourage you to get in. You can do a monthly subscription. You can do an annual subscription. You can do a biannual subscription. If you just want to say, hey, let me just try this for 6 months, you can go ahead and you can subscribe for 6 months. Or if you want to do it for a year, I have people at all levels. So it's up to you. But I would encourage you to take the opportunity right now to invest in yourself, to make sure that you have what you need to continue to grow and to develop and to be able to become a part of the professional community, because so many of us are going to have to serve people in different ways because the opportunities that used to be there for us are not there. So we have to create our own opportunities. And so I want to help you with that. I want to show you how it is that I did what I'm doing and how I got there. And not that I have all the answers, because there are other people I'm connected to that can take you further in certain areas to help you do certain things. And I have no problem making those connections for you. But I want to encourage you to nurture your vision. Nurturing your vision is important. And it's important that you take the opportunity to hone in on that, understand what that is, be clear about it. Having clarity will help you to be more decisive. It will help you to communicate better. It's going to help you to collaborate better, find the right people to do the things that you don't do, but together you can propel forward and make a greater impact. I'm telling you, when you are clear, it is so amazing the things you can do. As a coach and a consultant, and I've done this work for many, many years. I've worked with people for many years. I've worked in ministry many, many years, and it never gets old for me because it's what I'm called and what I'm purposed to do. And it's a part of the lane that I ride in and flow in, and that's the vision that is for Bridget. But there is a vision for you. And so I want you to be clear about what that is and how to approach that. And so we're going to continue to utilize the tools that we have that's already been taught, things I've already shared, coachings I've already done. So let me just tell you, the Vision Room here again currently is a $49 monthly subscription that gets you one-on-one coaching each month. There are 2 live sessions per month. There's email support. Now, that's a whole lot for $49 a month, I know, but we're adding a little something else to it, and that's the personal development. So you get assistance with, helping to make sure that you are presenting what it is that you're doing. I have people that have become authors in this book, people that have written curriculums, people that have launched businesses, people that are working on movements and missions and so many different things. And so you too can be a part of the Vision Room. And so I'm looking forward to doing something that is going to be on a greater scale later in 2025. But as a result, we have pen to paper experience, which is a huge part of what I do on a daily basis. That's happening January 31st and February 1st right here in Dallas, Texas. So you want to go to the website and get registered for that. But I definitely want to encourage you to make sure that you're taking the time to document the vision that you have been given and be really clear about what God's given you to do and what that looks like. And understand, when I say vision, this is your vision. It's it's the revelation, it's the clarity, it's it's the picture that you see at the end of that tunnel. What is that big picture? What is it that you have woken up one day and you saw something so clear, or you were sitting one day and there was a glimpse that was just appeared before your eyes? That's vision. So God's giving you a glimpse of what can be and what you can do. So it's up to you to find out the ins and outs of that, to nurture it, to give it what it needs, to make sure that you invest in yourself so that you can be prepared to do the things that are required to bring that to fruition. For instance, you may have seen a room full of design, pieces, dresses or suits or whatever the case may be. Well, you got to pursue that. So if you don't have a sewing machine and if you don't sew, then that means you got to take some courses and you got to learn how to sew, and you got to learn. And then the thing I want you to realize is that oftentimes it is so very simple because you know how to do it, because it's what he created you to do. Sometimes we're overthinking because we're trying to do something on another level that somebody else is doing, because we see them really, really, really going forth and doing well in that. But we're not realizing that what comes easy for you, what you have a passion for, you can do with your eyes closed. You have energy to do it all day. That's the thing that you need to be pressing in on. That's the thing that you need to be nurturing, because that's the vision and the call and purpose God's giving you. So listen, I want to encourage you, take a moment and really assess where you are, and understand what it is that you're to be working on, because whatever that is, somebody needs that service, right? Somebody, you have an answer for somebody. You have a resolution. You're a problem solver for something or somebody. So if that's caregiving, it may be for children or elderly people. You have a resolution for that. If it's in the beauty industry, you know how to do makeup well, or you do hair well, or whatever the case may be. You have a solution for somebody. If you are a coach, you have a solution for somebody in whatever area you are coaching in. Clarity is my lane, helping people to get clear and really hone in on what it is that they're to be doing in the direction they're supposed to be going in. That's my lane. And so, in addition to coaching you to clarity, the consulting piece is there for the things I can do, and that is to help you to get yourself to manifestation. So, listen, tap in, be a part of it. One of the other things I'm going to be starting a series on is my book called Gift Aborted. And so that talks about the various emotions that we go through. And if you haven't tapped into it, go to the website, check it out, and at least just read up on what it's about. Because that may be something that'll help you in this season as well as you're preparing to nurture your vision. Because we have to be whole, we have to be healthy, and we have to be clear in order to produce the things that we've been given to produce. Okay, so I just wanted to step in for a minute tonight and share very informal tonight, not in my office and that kind of thing, but I wanted to make sure that we got back on track. Definitely looking forward to having guests on here in 2025 and have some vision nights live here in Dallas. So working on that. So listen, if you want to be a part of that, or if that's something that sounds like it would be something that's up your alley or in your lane, reach out to me, DM me. You can definitely go to the website and contact me, or just email me at info@bridgetmoody.com, and I will get back to you expeditiously. But listen, have a good rest of your Tuesday evening, and I look forward to seeing you next week, same time, same place. We're getting ready for the holidays, but I'm going to be stepping in and chiming in next Tuesday evening as well for Tuesday motivation and conversation. Listen, we'll see you next time. Have a good night.